Now, Derek, he's not getting any pasta this morning. He's out with the fishes.
Yeah, have you found Nemo yet, Derek?
Well, we're on the lookout, Al, but we're learning lots here this morning. Keelan Doyle, marine biologist, is with us from the Seahorse Aquariums. Keelan, we've been talking about seahorses all morning. Beautiful, magical, mystical creatures. Tell us about them.
I think you've been even doing a bit of a seahorse dance here with us this morning. And I suppose that's one of the amazing things about seahorses. First of all, they stay together for life, right? Second of all, the male, wait till you hear this, he does a kind of a little dance around his partner every single morning.
Every morning?
Every morning.
Wow.
He's a morning person, right?
He's committed.
He's committed. And on top of this, and wait till you hear this, the seahorse, the male, it's the only animal in the world that the daddy and not the mammy has the babies.
Okay, so the male reproduces.
The male reproduces. See this guy here? He has a pouch like a kangaroo, right? And what happens with the seahorses is they rise up, they do this little dance and they rise up in the water together. And look, they form this perfect love heart. So they are the ultimate romantic species.
And what makes them so special?
I think it's the fact that they're so unusual to look at. They've got the head of a horse, they've got the pouch of a chameleon, and they have these amazing eyes that can move independently.
Okay.
So as they're looking forward, they're also looking behind.
And they're quite slow-moving creatures, aren't they?
Really, really slow. And that's how they survive. It's camouflage, because they need to be hidden so they don't get eaten. So these guys will literally change colour. So if we put them in with a red rope, they go red, orange. We could even get them to go the Limerick colours for yourself.
Green and white.
You name it, you know.
But they are fascinating creatures. Now we're going to move here across the aquarium because you have lots here in the aquarium itself, don't you?
We have, yeah. So what we're doing is we have corals here. So corals are actually animals. Most people think they're plants, right? And if you check this out, look down really, really carefully, right? You'll see that corals actually move. But unlike us, they don't have a mouth to talk. So their way of communicating is moving and colour. So look at their arms are all moving around.
Okay.
And they've got really, really bright colour. And that's how they talk to each other.
Coral bleaching, a big problem at the moment.
Coral bleaching is because temperatures are getting warmer, okay? Temperatures are getting warmer and the corals are freaking out. So what we're doing is we're actually growing the corals and we're training them to be able to survive at warmer temperatures. So when we put them back out into the wild again, they're going to survive.
So this is more or less a conservation project?
This is conservation. This is teaching corals how to get used to a changing world. And if we can do this, corals will be here for the next generation, because at the moment, if we do nothing about it, they're going to be extinct.
And the seahorses live around the corals as well, don't they?
This
is going to be their habitat.
It's an ecosystem. Everything is connected. Everything lives together. And that's why if you want to protect the seahorses, you've got to protect the coral.
All right, we're going to move over here to some other fascinating creatures. What have we got here?
Check these out, right? I hope you're not squeamish. These are the serpent starfish, right?
Wow.
Look at them, right?
That is amazing. Where do they live then?
These guys live in Indonesia, right? And if you have a look here, very basic creatures, and they have one hole, which is their mouth and their bum. So they eat and they poo out of the same hole.
You are
there
joking.
We go.
There we go. Pop him back in. Next up, what have we got beside them?
Okay, decorator crabs, one of my favourite. Beautiful creature. Look, this little beauty, what she does is she covers herself in all these little stones and little bits of seaweed. Why? Camouflage, so she doesn't get eaten. Everybody is trying to get eaten, right? Have a look at these guys, right? They think I'm a big bad guy coming to get them. Watch the feather worm as well. Look, boom.
Straight away.
Gone. Hidden. Amazing, right?
And finally we've got
all these lovely snails. So these guys are hidden under the stand, and once we've put a little bit of food in there this morning, look, they all come out. Every one of them are coming out looking for their breakfast.
But I have to say, Keelan, my favourite here is the seahorse. Isn't he absolutely beautiful? You have got a new Netflix documentary out as well, don't you?
New Netflix documentary. It's called Seahorse Man. It's just gone out on Netflix, and we're trying to get it to the top 5.
Okay.
So we can get everybody to watch it, because
series.
It's a series. But what it's doing is it's highlighting the problem with seahorses, and this is the problem. Seahorses are being ground into tablets. Genital tonic pills, aphrodisiacs. We want to change this. We want to stop this. We want to save seahorses. Okay. So seahorses don't become the dinosaur of our generation.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. You heard it from the seahorse's mouth, effectively. Seahorseaquariums.com is where you'll find them online. But for now, I hope you learned lots, guys. Back to you in the studio.
We sure did. Derek, what was the name of the movie again?
Seahorse Man.
Seahorse Man.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that. Okay.
Seahorse Man. There you go. It's on Netflix. 7-part series. He's a superstar.
Seahorse Man. It was on the telly in Ireland a few years ago, and it's on Netflix.
They're being killed and ground down for
Aphrodisiacs.
Yeah,
Man.
but anyway.